Hey there, I'm Good, and this is my September channel update. So if you are one of the new subs that has joined us since the last channel update, I want to take a moment to specifically welcome you, and to explain a little bit what I do here on my channel. I play a wide variety of games, but they all have one thing in common. They meet a very specific requirement, that is that they provide 1 hour of entertainment per dollar spent on the game. I do that on purpose to make sure that if any of my viewers see a game on my channel that they think they might like to pick up, that they will almost guaranteedly get their value's worth in purchasing it. Now I need to take a moment to explain why I broke my pre-order embargo to pre-order Blood Bowl 2. I feel a little bit like a hypocrite because I am very much anti-pre-order and I commonly suggest that all of my viewers do not pre-order. However, in this case I had some extenuating circumstances. You see, Merric and I have been talking about doing a Blood Bowl 2 league on YouTube for quite a while now, and I'm really excited for it, so is he. And he was looking around YouTube and noticing that some of the larger YouTubers had pre-ordered and were beginning to release videos, so rather than getting buried under the heap of their much larger, subscriber base and all that stuff, Merric suggested that I pre-order the game so that we can start recording a little bit earlier. And the only reason why I said yes to him is because after doing my due diligence and looking at the pre-order plan that Games Workshop has for Blood Bowl 2, it's actually very consumer friendly, and I'll explain why. Now, the reason Game Workshop's pre-order scheme is so friendly for the consumer is because it doesn't actually prevent the consumer from obtaining any content, and the price is actually not any higher if you really look at it. Now, this game is fully voiced, it is fully done in 3D, beautiful 3D by the way, it's fully animated, everything in it is AAA quality. Now, AAA quality games are typically $59.99 on release. Blood Bowl 2 is currently $44.99, now why would that be? My guess is that they came to Microsoft and Sony and said, hey, this year we want to put our game on your platform, and Microsoft and Sony, in true Microsoft and Sony fashion, probably said, well, you're not a very large publisher. We would prefer to have some console-specific pre-order DLC if you want to be on our consoles. So how do you appease Microsoft and Sony without screwing the player base? Well, it's simple. You pull 2 races out of the game, you make one of them exclusive to each console, you provide both of them as day 1 DLC, at a cost of $7.50, and you reduce the price of your game by $15, which is what it looks like they did. So my guess is that day 1, when the game launches, both of the races will be available for $7.50, which means for a grand total of $59.99, you will get all of the content regardless of what console you're playing on, regardless of anything else, which to me is a publisher finding a way to get around Microsoft and Sony's bullcrap exclusive pre-order stuff. And I think that's brilliant. So that was the deciding factor between why I would or would not purchase the pre-order. Merric asking didn't hurt, but that was if that hadn't been the case, I wouldn't have done it. So if you guys think that I am a hypocritical douchebag and I should go shame myself in a corner somewhere, let me know in the comments and I'll do that. In the meantime, I'm going to move on and talk about the series on the channel. So Monday nights are Spells with Friends with Merric, and that series will continue indefinitely, at least until Merric gets tired of stomping me, because he tends to do that more often than not lately. Tuesday nights have become Tester Tuesday, which has been incredible fun. Basically, every Tuesday I will put up a video for a game that is not currently shown on my channel, and you guys get a chance to vote in the comment section for whether or not you'd like to see a series on that game. So I've done 2 so far. I did Satellite Reign, which received a lukewarm reception, and I did XCOM with the Long War mod, which received a huge response immediately. So I am actually going to be starting an XCOM Long War series that will be on Tuesdays. That means there will be 2 videos on Tuesdays, and I highly recommend that you tune in next week to check out the second video of XCOM Long War, because I am going to be announcing a way for you as the viewers to interact with the series, which is something that I always try to strive to do. Now, Wednesday nights are currently Endless Space Vaulters. It will continue to be that until we destroy everybody else in the Endless Space galaxy of that game. Now, once that's done, I will either move on to Endless Legend Shadows so that we can spend a little more in-depth time exploring the new espionage mechanics, or Endless Space 2's beta if that is available at the time, because I'm super excited for that game. Thursday nights are now Fallout 2. Fallout 2 used to be on Saturday. I am moving it to Thursday because Thursday was DesignTech, which I recorded with my daughter, Meepster, and she has recently started high school, which means her homework workload has doubled and she is basically bogged down all week. So we're gonna record those on Friday night, and I will be putting them up on Saturday night from now on. Friday nights are City Skylines Panoptica, my Circular City series. And that series, I said last month that it felt like it was winding to an end. It still does, but it's taking us quite a while to reach those last couple of benchmarks. So right now I'm doing mainly viewer challenges in that series. So if you feel like giving me a challenge, go ahead and pop in on that series and leave it in the comments, and I will do my best to complete your challenges. Saturday is DesignTech now, and last night we recorded our first episode of Saturday DesignTech, and to be honest, we didn't have much prepared and the video just came out rather unentertaining, so instead today I will be posting a compilation of all the funniest moments from the previous episodes, and next week we will gather materials ahead of time and do a lot more planning so that we can have a nice fun experience when we record and not just be gathering a bunch of sand and crap like that. Sunday night is Fallout New Vegas. That is my post-apocalyptic roleplay series. Now I'm doing that in an interesting style. It's sort of a hybrid between a machinima-style Fallout New Vegas series and a first-person roleplay series. It is focused heavily on immersion and storytelling, and I recommend if you haven't seen it that you check that out, because that is the series that I put the most time into editing and working with each week because it's the closest to my heart. Fallout New Vegas is without a doubt my favorite game of all time. Judge me for that if you wish. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, commenting, sharing, and just being a part of our channel. I appreciate it to no end, and your encouragement is what keeps me doing this because I do have a full-time job, I do have a family, I have all this stuff, but I love doing YouTube, especially with some of the comments and responses that I get. That's it for this update. Keep gaming responsibly.